Hello everyone, my name is Kayla and in today's video I'm going to show you how I make my scrapbook covers. I'm going to be using a piece of chipboard that I previously cut into two pieces of 8 by 6 and one piece of 8 by 1.5 for my spine. We also need glue. I like this one for book binding. We're gonna need our scissors, a cutter or a knife. I like this one, a bone folder, and we're also gonna need a ruler and a pencil. So these are the basic materials. You don't really need any additional tools, but there are a few things I like to use to make my job easier. So I am going to use the silicone brush. It helps me to spread the glue and remove the excess. Another tool I love is this bookbinding corner cutting. You can use your scissors instead if you don't have it, but with this one you always get a perfect cut, so I love it. Another tool I have is this piece of acrylic that I use as a kind of ruler. You could also make your own with a piece of chipboard, and you can cut it into 5/8 or half an inch, and that would work great. And I am also going to be using this 65 pounds cardstock from Recollections. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to place my spacer, I'm gonna call it that way, and trace a line on two sides of my cardstock, just like that. And okay, and now I'm gonna take my glue and spread it all around my chipboard. Okay, now I'm going to place my chipboard on the lines I previously traced, and then with my hand and also with my bone folder I'm going to press and help to remove any air bubbles it may have. Okay, and okay, perfect. And now I'm going to start cutting the excess of my cardstock. Okay, and now this other side. There we go. Okay, let's take this away. And now I'm going to use my corner tool, and actually I'm going to trace with my pencil so you can see how much space we need to leave. It should be at least the thick of our chipboard. Mine is 2 millimeters thick and my corner tool leaves 3 millimeters of space. So since I have my tool, I'm going to use it, and I'll start cutting each corner of my cardstock. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it over and use my bone folder and carefully press on each side all around my chipboard. Okay. Then I like to put it against the table and fold it a little bit, and then go back with my bone folder and press it again. Okay, now I'm going to start with the wider sides and add the glue onto my paper, and with my silicone brush I'm gonna remove any excess. Okay, and now I'm going to stick my paper, pressing on the sides first and then grabbing it in my chipboard. Okay, I pull my paper towards the center and then pressing with the bone folder until it sticks nicely. Okay. And then I'm going to press on the side too to give a good look finish. And now I have ready one of my sides. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, I have both sides ready and I need to work with my corners. And the only thing I need to do is to bring my paper to the center on each corner, just like that. Okay, then the other side, and then I turn it and do the other two sides, just to the center. Okay. And now I'm going to repeat the process I did before with the sides I have left. Okay, this looks good. I have my cover ready and I already have the other one that I made off camera. And now it is time to start with my spine. For that, I am going to need a piece of cardstock. I had this one on my stash and I am going to trace a line again just at the bottom to have a guide. I need to leave enough space on both of my sides because those are the ones who are going to hold my covers. About an inch or 3/4 on each side will be enough. My paper measures for 1/4 if you are wondering. So I am going to start adding the glue onto my chipboard all around as I did with my covers. And also I like to spread everything with the brush. Okay, I have these few little things here. Okay, and now I am just gonna eyeball where I think it is that the center is, and I still can move my chipboard and adjust it to the center. You could also use a ruler to make sure it is straight, but since the piece I have it is too small, I don't really need it. Now I am gonna press, making sure everything is well glued, and on the other side too. And now I'm gonna cut this other part that we don't need. Okay. And I'm gonna fold both sides, the top and the bottom, and help the fibers of my paper to fold without breaking it. I am going to use the help of the bone folder again, and now I'm gonna glue it just as I did with my covers. Okay. And I am trying to stick my paper as much as possible to the chipboard, and then I just press. Okay, just here on the top. And I'm going to press right where my chipboard ends and then just slide the bone folder out. And then I remove the excess of the glue. So I press it and then I slide it out. And again, I press it to my chipboard and then slide it out. Okay. Okay, I think that looks good. And now I'm gonna repeat the same process with the other side. So I'm gonna add the glue, remove the excess, wrap it again. Okay. I try to get it really close to the chipboard, fold it, and press on the top, then in the sides, and then slide the bone folder out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Now this other side, the same we press and slide it out. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Okay, this is ready. And now on the other side, I'm going to press my paper on both sides, uh, right where my chipboard ends. Okay, this other side. And I like to fold it a little bit on the sides and then again press with the bone folder. I am being gentle with my paper. I don't press too hard. We are just helping our paper to fold easily, but we don't want to break it. This looks good. And on these flaps, I am going to place my covers. Um, First, I need to cut these sides, and I am leaving around 2 millimeters of space, and then I cut. Then I'm gonna do the same with the other side. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space, and then I cut right there. And oops, this other side. Okay. Right there. And the other side too. Okay. Okay, this is ready. I'm gonna clean really quick here around and make some room to put my covers. And I'm gonna place them on the flaps I have, and this is how it's going to look. And I'm gonna place the glue on the flaps right here. But I need to be very careful. I just cleaned the tip of my glue before the video, so I need to be very careful. We don't want to put glue on areas we don't need. Okay, I'm dropping glue everywhere here. I am leaving a little bit of gap between the spine. It is really thin, as you can see. And that is the area that I need to go very slow, just because my glue spreads um, a lot of product. Okay, and there we go. I'm gonna clean it with the brush, and when I clean it, I try to go even closer, but I don't want to go on top of my spine. Okay, now I'm gonna place it on top, and I am trying to leave it very straight. I am gonna put this one on the bottom so I can kind of make sure that everything is straight. and then I can press and flip it, and then press with more strength with the bone folder. This is gonna help me to put it all together. Make sure that everything is glued. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, let's put the glue very close to the spine. But they're still trying to be careful to don't go on the top. Okay. There we go. And then with the brush, I'm gonna go again. Okay. I try to go very slow so I don't go on the top of my spine. And then I put this other side. Okay. I'm putting this. I'm just making sure it's straight. Okay. Okay, this looks good. And now I am gonna press. Then the other side, I can put more pressure. Make sure everything is perfect. And I can apply here a little bit more of pressure. I'm not gonna break my paper here. Okay, it is ready. I'm gonna fold it right now just to make sure that I didn't leave any glue between my spine and my covers. If I did, this is the time to remove it before it's completely dry. So I am going to leave it here, and you can put something heavy on top if you want. I don't usually put anything, I just let it dry. But since I folded too soon, I am afraid it come off easily. So I'm gonna put this heavy paper on top just to make sure everything stays in place. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're interested in more videos like this, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. See you in the next one.